I'm glad he finally could say something like this because he ain't getting paid no more, so it don't bother his pockets. But I don't respect none of this shit. I keep telling y'all that shit. I don't respect him, Roland Martin, Stephen A. Smith. I don't give a fuck what you change your mind on to try to make it sound better. You just sold us the fuck out, especially you, Charlemagne.
Conversation about President Biden getting criticized from both sides of the aisle for pardoning his son Hunter after repeatedly saying he would never do it. And a lot of people are saying that it's hypocritical, etc., as if the other side doesn't do it. But what's your reaction to it?
I mean, I think all of the criticism is valid because, Democrats stand on this moral high ground all the time. And, they act so self-righteous. The reality is he didn't have to say anything in regards to, whether or not, his son wanted to be pardoned. He could have said, hey, man, I'm not focused on that right now. But since they were calling Trump a threat to democracy, and they were saying that, nobody's above the law, but they were speaking about him. That's what they were running on. So when he kept saying things like, nobody's above the law, I respect, the jury's decision in regards to my son, he didn't believe that. But he didn't have to volunteer that lie to begin with.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to stop you for a second. I need a cigarette. That's why I have to stop you for a second. See how black my lips are. You see my face. Who the fuck watched this? I only watch clips of K Ballard do this shit.
Only because you don't know that it was a lie.
We don't know it's a lie. There's no way they can keep trying to convince us. This is the party of inclusion and all this other shit. Only time y'all inclusive is when it's a Democrat. And they going with what you say. The moment they go against that, let me get this.
Know why he changed
You
it.
really think he just changed his mind over Thanksgiving weekend all of a
No, I'm
sudden?
going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
I think he changed his mind because he got sick of watching everybody else get over. So I'm just going to follow the straight and narrow always, because that's what's expected of Democrats.
But that's their fault. They're the ones that
You keep saying
they're
that.
the ones that go out there and they stand on this moral high ground. They don't have to do that.
I'm a Democrat. Tell me what the moral high ground is.
The moral high ground is nobody's above the law. I respect what the jurors are saying.
If I can get in on this, I actually think it went further, and this is one thing we really disagree on. Joe Biden made a point of saying we stand by our institutions and the impartiality of the Department of Justice. Democrats ran on that.
You know what's so crazy? People like her can't even be realistic. They can't even be realistic because it goes against the narrative that they pay to talk about.
The same DOJ indicted Hunter Biden. We shouldn't be saying it's corrupt like Donald Trump does. But then in his statement pardoning Hunter Biden, he says that it was a political pursuit by his own Department of Justice.
I don't think people are flipping out with Joe. I think Democrats are flipping out with Joe because Democrats believe that they don't represent what he's currently representing. But that's just not true. That's why I say they stand on this moral high ground that simply does not exist. But when it comes to political parties, if you pick a side, right, if you say you're a Democrat, if you say you're a Republican, you refuse to be objective about anything.
That's why I'm an independent.
Yes,
and I think that's the best way to go.
No, the fuck you not. Every last one of these things I watch, y'all are never truly objective because you afraid of how they gonna attack you. Yeah, they're gonna attack you until they go into commercial.
But that's not a monolith. We're not, Democrats are not a monolith.
But why can't you say
Nobody
when Democrats
is.
are wrong? And why can't Republicans say when Republicans are wrong?
I'll tell you when Democrats
So
are
you
wrong.
don't think Joe Biden is wrong?
No, I don't. And can I just point this out to you?
The fact she don't think they wrong is the craziest shit in the world to me. I'm sorry to keep pausing this shit, but it's so hard for me to listen to these bitches. I can't even lie to y'all. I got to get the fuck off this. I'm done. I'm done. The Charlemagne bullshit, and they are scripted to the fucking T. They cannot go outside of their script. It is the most insane shit to watch. And the only people that watch this shit don't have a fucking brain.